interview session of the Academic Decathlon. On my left is Mrs. Berger from Arcadia High School, and further over is Mr. Twilliger, member of the Arcadia Civitan Club, and he will ask you your first question.
Mark, I'd like to congratulate you for taking part in the Decathlon, and I'd like to ask the first question here as to just what are your major interests in school?
Well, my major interests are in the area of English and social sciences. Also speech. I'm on the debate team, and I do a lot of impromptu speaking. But I will say that question is harder for me to answer now than I think it ever has been, because the further I go in school, it seems the more I am spreading out. Those are still my major areas, but I'm noticing a lot more, so I'm really not sure what the future's going to bring.
Very good. Mark, I know you're an extremely busy person, and in addition to the Decathlon, you have many other outside interests and activities. Could you tell us a little bit about your time after school and summer activities that you're involved in?
Well, after school, I usually dedicate my time to resting and getting homework done because, as you said, I am pretty busy, and especially with the Decathlon, a lot of my time is taken up. I try to keep myself in good shape. I do some sports and things like that, jogging, just because if you're not healthy, there's no way you can make it through. During the summer, for the past few years, I've been working. I plan on working this summer also, just because in order to go to college, I need to raise the money. I also do other things too, though. I like to relax a little more. If I work, I'll work maybe 3 or 4 days a week. Then I'll maybe go out with my friends another day, maybe spend another day to myself. But I usually center it around those things.
You mentioned the fact that you're working to earn some money to go to college. What are your plans for college or university?
Well, I'll be going to UCLA next year in the fall, and I'm going to be enrolling in the honor system there. As I said, my interests have spread out this year more than ever before, so I'm really not sure what I want to take. It's almost kind of a dilemma, because in college you can only take so many courses per quarter, per semester, and I'm really not sure what I want them to be. I almost want to stay as spread out as I am in high school, or even more spread out, because right now I've found so many things interesting to me. I definitely want to follow up in speech and journalism, but I think also science, too. I've become very interested in that, specifically this year.
What is the honor system?
In the honor system, they have a certain qualification for getting in, grade point average and SAT, and basically they give you some preferential treatment in enrollment and also in housing, and also in class size. You'll be able to get into smaller classes, because a lot of people complain that UCLA classes are too large. And also, they allow you to have graduate use of the facilities and maybe even to work with a graduate student or a professor on certain thesis projects.